what's something that you're looking to accomplish here over the next 12 months?
Over the next 12 months, well, like I said, we started a team recently. We've got one guy coming on, potentially two. We're kind of still waiting to hear on his part. Also, too, once those two guys are on, I'm going to be looking at hiring a transaction coordinator. So over the next 12 months, my goal is to kind of expand the team a little bit. And again, just to keep improving on this sales each year. It seems like each year we're 1.5 times again. So, this year we're on pace to do 6 million. Next year, if we can do 7.5 or 8 million, something like that, that would be ideal. Obviously that'd be ideal, but we'll see. So a year from now, it's like, I'm hoping to have the team established, have the transaction coordinator, and maybe even to have more people on the team. My thing is that I don't want to overwhelm myself with bringing on people. So I'm trying to keep it at most 2 for now. And then once I kind of get those guys up and running, they're comfortable, which, I mean, honestly, let's face it, if you're brand new in this business, you're not going to be comfortable for a long while. You're not going to
Yeah.
be comfortable in 6 months. It's going to be more likely 12 months. So, instead of only having 2 members on the team, if we can have 3 or 4, that's what we strive for. So that's kind of our goals for the next 12 months, is continue to expand the team. 12 months from now, instead of saying I did 6 million this year, hopefully we're saying we did 8 million this year, something like that.
What's a 5-year goal for you?
5-year goal, it's a great question. And whenever people ask me that, I'm like, I don't even know, because 5 years from now, I'll be 27. I don't know what the hell I'll be doing at 27. But it's like, I mean, from the business aspect of it, obviously the team to be expanded and kind of just have the team be on autopilot. My goal at the end of the day, I'll probably always produce. I don't ever really see myself not producing. I know there are some team structures where, the team lead doesn't produce because they don't, they don't want to, and they can do that. That's a great team structure. For me, again, I'll probably always produce, but 5 years from now, man, I hope to have the option to produce. If I want to take my wife and kids on a 2-week vacation and just have the business kind of run itself, I'd love to have that option. Am I going to have that option? I don't know. It's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of work as well. But, 5 years from now, I want to kind of just be able to say myself, I'm going to take a 2-week vacation, or hell, I'm going to take a 30-day vacation with my family, and I'm not going to have to worry about my business falling apart. So,
what do you think that you would have to have in place? Obviously, you mentioned obviously a team, right? But what do you think you'd have to have in place in order to make that happen? Because I believe I was just at a mastermind a couple weeks ago with my real estate coach, and I believe a lot of the reasons why people get into the business is because they want freedom, right? Ultimate freedom. The problem about the majority of people in our business is they never get to the point of actually running a business to where they can step out of.
Right.
And it's still a job, right? What do you think that you would have to put in place outside of the team, in order to make that possible for you?
I mean, honestly, that part I'm still trying to figure out. I'd imagine that it's the right systems, the right infrastructure. It's like I said, it's the systems, it's the infrastructure. I don't know exactly what systems it's going to be. I'd be lying to you if I said I had the answers right now. Because if I had the answers right now, I wouldn't be sitting here. So it's, real estate, it's a journey. I talked to somebody that I admire very much who has his own team. And he explained it to me in a sense that real estate is kind of like a mountain. Your first few years, you're climbing up the mountain, you're overworking yourself, you're probably getting underpaid. But then once you finally get over that hump, you have all this momentum going downhill in a good way.
Right.
And you almost feel like you're overpaid and underworked in a sense. And so, again, it's having the right system, right infrastructure in place to be able to step away from that. That's kind of, that's what everybody needs at the end of the day. That's why everybody preaches at the end of the day. If you want to get here, you got to have the right systems and the right infrastructure in place. And
Yeah.
so right now for myself, I'm still finding those right systems and infrastructure. So
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the one thing we talk about all the time is franchising your business.
mhm.
How can I turn it into a franchise? Right?
Yeah.
Systems, people, process. Um, what's a this question might be hard for you, but what's a legacy goal for you? What's something that you want to accomplish or do when you're no longer here?
That's a great question. That's a great question. Um, I don't know, man. It's funny that you say that because it's like I always think to myself, like, I'm not going to spoil my children, but I want them to kind of understand and know the ethics behind like hard work, that sort of thing. Like, I want my children to be able to say, like, my dad taught me X, Y, and Z, and that's why I am the way I am. Whether it's personally, spiritually, religiously, financially, that sort of thing. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'll probably be hard on my children, but hard in a sense that, there's no handouts in life. Life is hard, man. Like, nobody has life figured out. Um, so it's understanding and appreciating the everyday aspects of life. And so, for me, my legacy, I just want to be remembered as a great teacher, that sort of thing. Because I mean, that's what everybody needs at the end of the day. Everybody needs a great teacher, a great mentor. um so that's one of my goals. That's my legacy goal right there, I'd say.